Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video is about how to build your Fatimah as per guide. So for this video here, I'll go through what Fatimah is able to do, all the details that are able to trigger her stuff, and her skill kit, her definite, her equipment suggestion, her stats to focus, and also the resonance suggestion. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go through is Fatimah is an Inferno fighter type that have a universal buff of attack increased by 30%. Then her simplified kit is pretty straightforward as well. So from the S1 here, cleansing, attack one enemy 3 times and each AP increased by 15%. So this one here is considered per hit, and you can increase the push her own AP by 45%. Okay, this is fixed, and it can be triggered very often because you can use like Avatar set or like relief set or like some Esper that force Fatimah to cast S1 to assist. Then she actually able to AP push herself pretty fast, so you doesn't need to build her fast, you can build her slow. Then for S2, attack one enemy 3 times, steals 1 buff per hit. So even though you are able to steal 1 buff per hit, so from my testing, I feel like Fatimah's buff stealing isn't that high chance. Because every time I cast S2, I was hoping to like steal away their invincibility or steal away their defense up, but most of the time I fail. It's no idea like what is exact the rate, or because I didn't build her accuracy maybe, but it's very hard to trigger this. Alright, just my own thoughts. Then for S3, it's pretty straightforward as well, which is AoE damage 3 times. And this damage here deals increased damage per Sun Glory stack. And I saw some CN tester. They actually test it out. It's like around, from when you have 1 stack of Sun Glory, increase like around 22%. Then when you have max stack of 10 stack of Sun Glory stack, it increased up to like 50 or like 60%. So you can consider the maximum stack as when you have 10 stack of Sun Glory stack that instant cast your S3, the damage increase is kind of like 50 to 60% somewhere there. I forgot the exact number. Alright. Then for the passive is pretty long, where each time an enemy gains a buff. So this each time an enemy gains a buff is pretty tricky. So let's say the enemy boosts attack up, and this attack up buff boosts on 5 target. So that considered as 5 buff, not 1 buff. So 5 enemy get 1 attack up is considered as 5 buff. So Fatimah will increase by 5% attack, 5% defense, and speed plus 5 up to a maximum of 100 times. So let's say enemy have function S2, R2 casts S3 effect and gives everyone crit damage up, speed up, and attack up. So this considered as 15 buff. So you are actually able to get 15 stack instantly. Okay, then this one here, it won't show, so you won't know how many stack of buff you already gained, because it will only show the Sun Glory stack. But this Sun Glory stack will get erased when she casts S3 by using the Sun Glory effect. So we have no idea how many buff we already gained. But if you keep track, you can just keep note that your Sun Glory 100 time, 100 stack accumulate, then is technically the maximum stack she is able to get. So she's actually up to 100% attack, 100% defense, and 100 speed. So you can build her without any speed as well, because you're gonna gain speed from this part here. And then you gain a 1 stack of Sun Glory stack. So this is how you get up the Sun Glory stacking. So when Sun Glory stack reach the limit, which is 10, then she'll instantly cast S3 and remove all the stack of Sun Glory. So 10 stack, instantly cast S3, then she'll back to 0 stack. Okay, but if you cast S3 and in enemy, let's say they have like Jin Chiu or like Esper, they will keep refreshing their buff. Let's say Jin Chiu Intimidate, they will refresh the shield. This shield will also instantly give more stack to her as well. So she'll gain more Sun Glory. So let's say 10 stack, you cast S3, that will instantly go back to like maybe 1 to 2 stacks somewhere like this. Okay, then if a target attack, defense, and speed is lower than her when she deals damage, she'll gain 1 stack of Sun Glory for each attribute below her own. So you want to pump as high stats as possible for her. Then when she casts S3, she's able to get more Sun Glory stack easily. Then she's immune to control effect, including Tolan's S3 effect, but the condition have to be attack, defense, and speed have to be below than her. So if Tolan's speed is still faster than her, I don't think it will immune to control effect. So it's a very hard to trigger this effect because you have to reach this condition. Okay, Sun Glory is just a basic stack for her to keep track of when to cast the Golden Judgment. and then the fighter resolve is a buff that you are able to get when you start the battle. The damage taken will decrease by 50%, but when the moment you get Sun Glory max to 10 stack, you'll instantly dispel your own fighter resolve and cast your S3, which means after casting your S3, if someone, let's say like Anna, counter attack to you and hit you, you're already lost the damage taken minus 50% here. So sadly, I think that this stack can actually like last to 1 round or 2 rounds, something like this, other than just instantly disappear and then you cast the Golden Judgment, so you don't have the damage taken. Most likely you'll get counter attack and you just die. Okay, then her Divinate. She's a very stats hungry monster, so she needs all the stats that she's able to gain. So if you want to play her, it's better the higher the Divinate, the better she is. And my own opinion is D3 is the minimum, because you want a D3 effect that makes her S1 able to gain more stack faster, because every time she casts S1, she has the chance to get 1 stack of Sun Glory, and this 1 stack of Sun Glory will make her cast the S3 more often. It's something not really game changing effect, but it's something good for her, and she kind of needs all the Divinate stats she's able to gain. Okay, then for equipment suggestion, I would suggest Thunder set is one of her best set for her as dealing DPS. So she will build with Glass Cannon and just keep nuking with her S3 effect. Then for Nether set, this set will increase her survivability, because every time she nukes with enemy S3, because every time you get 10 stack of Sun Glory, she will nuke with S3. This S3 will also help her lifesteal the damage. So this lifesteal will make her HP back to maximum HP, and then as long as you don't get one-shotted, you kinda can just keep nuking with S3, and maybe you build her with Avatara and then counter attack with S1, kinda able to keep her maintained, buy her more time to stack up her passive to make her stronger. So if you like to play that kind of playstyle, then you can go for another set. Or if you want to go for something very annoying, Tyrant set will be your choice, because when Fatimah casts S3, she's a multi-hit and AoE damage, which means every single hit from her S3 can actually have a 20% chance to stun if you build her with Tyrant set. So it's a very annoying build, but sadly, her S3 doesn't have Dispel, which means if enemy have immunity on, this set is kind of useless. Okay, so if you want to build Fatimah into a CC bot and slowly buy her own time to get the stacking up, then you can build her with Tyrant set. Then for 2-piece set, my best in slot I would say is Avatara set, because her S1 gives her AP pushes by 45%, and she will get hit pretty often as well, because every time she casts S3, most of the time it will trigger enemies Avatara, or like as per like Anna to counter attack you, and then you will just die, or you get focused by enemy as well. So Avatara set will make her more flexible. And then Fairy set is for some easy crit rate, so you just make her get the stats easier. Then for stats to focus, for my suggestion is crit rate equals to crit damage, because every single crit and crit damage on her is very important, but it's more, and then attack, HP and defense and speed, they are more all at the equal value, because every single attack, every single HP and every single defense on her is important. Personally, you can even rate speed is lower as well, but you have some speed on her is pretty good as well if you want to build her fast. Like if you want to build her with Tyrant set, maybe you want speed, something like that. So it depends on your gear, but they're kind of like the equal value. But personally, I'll value attack, HP, defense higher than speed. Then she's a very stats hungry monster. Just give her everything you have, or else she just die or does not enough damage. So get everything for her other than accuracy and resist. Then for Resonance here, R2, the stats from passive is doubled. So instead of 1% increase, it increases to 2%. Okay, it doubles the rate, so double the value and you double the gain. Then for R4, the damage dealt outside her turn plus 15%, this applies to her S3 as well. When your S3 reaches the limit, you cast when your Sun Glory stack reaches the limit, she'll cast S3 AoE nuke. This damage here consider is outside her turn, so it will trigger this R4 effect. Then R6, gain an extra effect when enemy gains buff, which is the same thing here. You gain attack percentage, defense percentage and speed, and now you increase another effect is counter attack chance by 5%, maximum up to 10 stack, which is 50%. So this thing stackable with Avatara, so that Avatara here have 25%, and then R6 effect here is 50%, but they are not addictive. So it's not like 50% plus 25% becomes 75%. It's like 25% plus 50%, 25% one layer RNG and then 50% one layer RNG. So you have 2 chances to actually counter attack. Okay, then this is my conclusion for Fatimah's. R0 is playable but need D3 minimum. R2 is a sweet spot because you get the double value. The R6 is to fully utilize her power, but she's a very high investment power Esper with a mid return value to the current meta, because the current meta is like everyone is playing Wu Yu or everyone is playing Chu Yao, and Chu Yao prevents the core DPS to get crit, but Fatimah relies a lot on her crit damage to make her damage output increase, so she is not that meta. Okay, but she have her own niche because she is strong against a buffer team. So like team like Feng Shu, team like Dahlia, or team like Sakura that doesn't have Wu Yu or Chu Yao in it, then she's strong. And she is also strong against Jin Chiu as well. But she's weak to the current meta. So if you put in any kind of meta Esper in it, then she kinda won't work well with it. Right? So she's a pretty niche Esper, and she's most probably being more useful when you're able to target your own enemy, to pick which enemy you are able to fight with and then cast your damage. So design wise she's very top notch, but her skill kit wise I would say is very skippable for at the moment, unless we have seen more Esper that is able to make her usable in the current meta. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Gen MP, Rosas15, Mokult Rajali, The Bluest Chulane, Pigeons Roulette, thank you so much for the support. And supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Von Hexa, Luxley, Rawson Bessie, Antonio Winterspoon, Marilyn Williams, Uncle Chat, thank you so much for the support. And special thanks to everyone who have been supporting me for 1 month to 5 months straight. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.